everyone. Welcome to Textron Aviation Presents Q&A of the Day. I'm your host, Mindy Lindheim, and I'm going to take you through our favorite and most commonly asked questions at Sun and Fun 2021. Today, to answer these questions, I have Regional Sales Director, Lucan Smith.
Let's do this.
All right, let's get right into it, Lucan. The first question for you is, what type of avionics is in the M2?
So the Citation M2 has the G3000 avionics, which is 3 big screens and then 2 touch controllers to control those screens.
I love the G3000. It's the same one that's in the CJ3 Plus as well.
That's correct.
Next question is, what's your favorite feature of the G36 Bonanza?
First off, I love the Bonanza, but my favorite feature is the engine cowl.
Yeah.
And I can actually open it up when I'm pre-flighting to see the whole engine, as opposed to some of our other airplanes where you can only just peek in.
Yeah, you can get a full view of the engine on both sides.
Exactly.
And so especially if you keep your airplane outside where lots of animals and critters like to get up there, you can actually see inside and make sure everything's nice and clean and clear before you go fly.
100%.
All right, next question is, are the windows tinted on the Baron?
Yes, we tint the back windows on the Baron and the Bonanza, actually.
Yeah, and I love the tinted windows because it helps keep the cabin so cool. You're based in Chicago, so maybe not as important to you, but I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, and it gets very hot, and the tinted windows help keep everything nice and cool.
On the ground and in the air.
Yes. All right, next question for you is, can I open the window while flying the Cessna 182?
Of course, up to V&E, which we're not at a lot, so let's open the windows.
Yes, I love flying with the windows open. That's probably one of my favorite things to do, especially on a demo flight, because not all planes have an openable window like the Baron or Bonanza, but on the Cessnas, you can open it up and let the wind come in.
Exactly.
It's a whole different experience to fly with windows open. All right, what's the training like that comes with a new airplane?
Yeah, so we offer training packages at the factory. It's a 3 to 4 day course. You come in and we tailor it towards you, towards the customer.
Yeah.
Where's your flight training level at? We're gonna tailor that experience to you. If you want the hard IFR work, we're gonna do that for you on the G1000. If it's the first time flying glass, then we're gonna spend a lot more time on the G1000. So,
right.
It's really tailored to you, but it's a great experience.
You've been through customer training before. You've sat through it. What was your favorite part?
Yeah, I really enjoyed, so I've done the 182 customer training and the 206 customer training, and I really just enjoyed the hands-on experience. You know, these are the factory demo pilots, the factory instructors, and they know the airplane better than anybody. And so to get that that's tailored specific experience is great.
Right. And I remember when you did the 206 training, the winds were crazy.
Yes.
So what a better time to go experience probably the toughest winds you're ever gonna fly in a 206 with someone who knows the plane so well.
Exactly.
Next question is, what's your favorite Textron Aviation plane for backcountry flying?
Ooh, this is a great question. So I love a couple different airplanes, kind of depending on what I'm trying to do. So the Skyhawk is actually a great backcountry airplane. You take the fairings off sometimes. Even with the fairings on it, it does pretty well. But the Skyhawk goes great off grass. But we all know that the 206 is really designed for backcountry flying.
Yes.
We actually offer a bigger gear for the 206. Some people put a cargo pod on it. So really designed for that backcountry flying. And they're just a great performer.
The power it has, and especially the flaps, so you can come in with this huge flaps on the 206, get really nice and slow so you can have some short landings.
Exactly.
Next question is, what's new with the G36 Bonanza?
Yeah, so we're so excited this year to announce the 75th anniversary edition of the Bonanza. To think that our first airplane was built in 1947, that's amazing. I mean, there aren't a lot of products, aviation or anything else, that have been built for 75 years. So we have that new special edition paint scheme and special interiors that we're doing. It's just going to be a really cool airplane.
I'm excited to see it. It's a tribute plane to Olive Ann Beach, and it's got some finishings and details that really complement her and her style. And I am very excited to fly it.
Me too.
All right, why is the G58 Baron a good travel airplane?
Yeah, I love the Baron for traveling. It's great for our family to be able to load up the airplane, not only with people, but baggage as well. Oftentimes we run into limitations where we can put our bags or have big bulky items. And it's nice with the Baron because you can actually take it from the cabin and put it up in the nose. So we have a big baggage compartment up front, 300 pounds up there. You can get full-size golf bags up there, roller boards. It's a great place to get the bags out of the cabin. You also have the flexibility to take out the back seats, so even more, flexibility to add space for the bags.
Yeah, I love that. Is it popular for people to order the 208 Caravan with a pod?
Yes, definitely. The Caravan EX especially
Yeah.
is almost always delivered with a pod. We have customers that will load up coolers full of fish after a fishing trip or something like that, where they'll put that down in the pod. It's a great place to keep the loose equipment that comes in the airplane, the cowl plugs and the pitot tube covers and those kind of things that you don't really need your passengers to be touching and around. So we can put about anything in there. I've seen golf clubs, skis. It's really a versatile pod, and you have a great space to do that.
I agree. I definitely don't want a cooler full of fish spilling in the cabin. So I like the idea of putting that in the pod.
Yes, exactly.
Last question for you is, what's your favorite feature of the G1000 NXI?
Yeah, I love the NXI feature. And, for me, it's the 510 flight stream. To be able to, plug in my flight plan without having to twist and turn and push buttons is just very simple. I use it especially on route changes. So oftentimes we're flying and they give you a waypoint that you're not familiar with or kind of change your route in air. And you can do all of that on your iPad and then just send it up to the screen. You don't even have to reinvent the flight plan, which is great. I love that feature.
I love that too. So it essentially makes your mobile device, so your cell phone or your iPad, and turns it into like a touchscreen controller for the avionics, where you can quickly type on there and send it right through.
Right, it's great.
Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for answering these questions. Thanks for tuning in to Textron Aviation Presents Q&A of the Day.